If every AI tool vanished right now, all of it, be honest, would you still be able to do your job? Your boss wouldn't care if you wrote the function yourself or the AI did it. They only care about one thing: did this code make money? And did it actually ship fast? But while your company is moving at a record speed, ask yourself, are your engineering skills actually growing? Or are they quietly rotting away behind the scenes? Do you ever feel like a fake developer because AI did all the thinking and not you? In 2026, we have a completely new flavor of imposter syndrome: the AI imposter. And today, I'm going to show you the critical shift in thinking you need right now, not only to survive the AI revolution, but also to thrive, to be indispensable, and become the developer companies fight for. When you get a new task, let me ask you, what is the first thing you do? Well, nowadays, most of us default to prompting the AI for the solution. It's the path of least resistance, right? But deep down, do you ever feel this known anxiety? If I keep outsourcing my thinking, will I lose my skills? If I get laid off tomorrow, would I be able to get a new job? You promise yourself that the next task you will actually use your brain, but you hit the prompt box again and again. That guilty feeling that the real engineer shouldn't work this way, it usually comes from one thing: the gap between how much effort you put in and how much output you get. For decades, competence meant struggle. You build a feature, you solve the logic, you nail the syntax, and when it worked, your brain would get a dopamine hit screaming, I own this knowledge. But today we have the opposite paradox. Your output is very high. You ship features faster than ever. But your effort is low. The cognitive friction required to do that has plummeted. Your boss sees the output and thinks that you are a rock star. But your brain, it tracks the effort and it quietly says, we did not earn this. That's the AI imposter syndrome. The core fear that you lose your ability to think your way out of the problem because you only know how to prompt. As a software engineer who started as a psychologist, I can tell you exactly why this feeling is so intense right now. We've always moved fast in tech, right? But this shift, it just hits different. The industry hasn't stabilized yet. There is no clear path anymore. Juniors ask me all the time, what should I even be learning right now? And the sad truth is that the answer keeps changing. You can prep for months, walk into two interviews back to back, and one would reject you because you don't know algorithms good enough, and another one would ask you, why didn't you use AI more effectively? When there is no shared definition of what good looks like, you don't just feel behind, you start questioning your own competence. That uncertainty is what truly fuels that feeling of being an AI imposter. To move past this, you need one shift in how you think. From a coding mindset, when your value was speed, to a leverage mindset, when your value is the impact. Let me show you the three skills this mindset is built on, and those are the skills that AI could never take away from you. Skill number one: the shift from implementer to architect. So, the old coding mindset, it had you diving straight into the syntax. You would write the function, handle the API call, then debug it line by line, but now AI does all of it. The leverage mindset separates planning from execution. Your job is no longer to implement the feature, but to architect the plan. Instead of prompting, write a React component for a user profile page. Your first and most crucial prompt should be something like this. Outline the component architecture, list all data dependencies, define the state management flow, and suggest the three most likely failure points, and so on. You leverage AI to generate a high quality plan, not just the code. By taking ownership of the architecture and validation before the code is written, you are putting high intellectual effort into the process, reestablishing your ownership and moving past the feeling that you didn't earn this. Skill 2: shift from writer to auditor. If AI writes the first draft of code, your role fundamentally shifts from writer to auditor. This is where bad developers say looks good to me and great one saved the company from a 3 a.m. incident. The imposter feeling hits harder when you just copy paste the AI block. To fight this, you need to think like a security engineer or a performance specialist. The real competency nowadays is not knowing the syntax, it's knowing why the syntax that AI chose is slightly wrong for this edge case. Where's the security vulnerability in this generated code? Or how this function might fail under high load, regardless of what unit tests say. Because AI wrote unit tests, so if you audit and fix one critical flaw in 500 lines of generated code, you earn more technical credit and gain more real world knowledge than writing 5,000 lines of boilerplate yourself. You don't win by being faster than AI, you win by being safer and more reliable. Skill number 3, the shift from technical detailer to a business translator. AI's greatest limitation is ambiguity. The vague, complex, often conflicting requirements that come from your product manager or business owner. The leverage mindset means that you use your human intelligence to take those big, ambiguous business goals and translate them into concrete technical specifications, and then you feed that clarity to the AI. For example, if the PM says, our new onboarding flow feels a little bit too complicated and users keep dropping off, AI alone won't be able to solve that. But you, indispensable engineer or analyst, you can translate it into a clear plan. Define drop off clearly, decide what success means, and use AI to design the A/B tests. When you bridge that gap between business intention and technical action, you become that essential link in the value chain. You become the developer companies fight for because you are the only one who can reliably turn uncertainty into functioning software. This is the path forward. When you build these 3 skills, AI becomes a multiplier, not a crutch. You stop asking, am I a fake developer? Because you understand and you can explain every single decision that you ship. These 3 are the tactical shifts that you need right now. If you want the bigger picture, the 6 skills that every new generation developer needs to master to thrive in the next decade, watch this video next and I'll see you there.